Hello, and welcome to Tech and More. A couple of our subscribers requested us to create videos of designing test cases on scenarios other than login, registration, etc. Now, to start with, we have chosen payment gateway as the test scenario to design different test cases for. In this video, I am going to design UI UX oriented test cases for the payment gateway, followed by functional and security test cases in the next two videos. Right now, these videos are going to be an extension of the playlist, namely designing test cases. And if you want to get the details of the test cases, I mean the different parameters that go into designing test cases, you can refer to my first video. Why am I telling this? Because in this video and in the upcoming videos, I will be straight away talking about the different test case headings and the basic description around it. I won't be telling the exact details around the test case. And when I say details, I mean the different fields that are used while designing a test case. You'll see it in the sheet because I don't want to repeat it in every video. I mean, I want to keep the videos very short. So if you are very much new to what is test case designing, please refer to the first video. Now, of course, the most typical line before starting, please share and subscribe if you find the content relevant. Cool. So now let's start. Again, we are going to talk about designing the test cases, the UI UX test cases for the payment gateway scenario, right? So first of all, what is a payment gateway scenario? I am on Amazon.com right now, and let me go ahead and let me select an item for you. Okay, so pardon me, I skipped those steps where I was selecting the details and everything. So we are just straight away on the payment gateway right now, and you see a couple of verbiage. For example, uh, this this heading, the different payment options, for example, and these sort of different things, the headings and the navigations and all these things. So this all of the combination of all these things make the entire UI UX, right? So we are going to talk about the test cases on UI UX on the payment gateway. Again, repeating to make things very clear, right? So let me go to the first test case. The first test case says, the test case title is here. It says validate all required verbiage for payment options are configured as expected. That, and I think we just spoke about it, right? And you see these different details. For example, the QA tester's log, date tested, tester's name, all these things. So if you remember, just a minute back I did mention that all the parameters or all the fields that are required in test case designing are explained in the first video. So I'm again repeating, if you want to have knowledge around the same, please go ahead and watch that video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the test case title, all in all, just the steps I'll be showing you on the UI, not going step by step, and then I'll be going to the next test case to keep the video very short and very brief. Cool. So yeah, we were talking about this test case wherein the heading says validate all required verbiage for payment options are configured as expected. Cool. So I'll go here and I'll see. I mean, this is a bit generic test case. It depends upon your project and your requirement. But for now, what I'll do is I'll verify if the payment options, that is credit or debit card, net banking, other things are there as expected or not. Select payment method, verbiage is there as expected or not. Then order summary, the detail of the, I mean the breakup of the prices and the total and everything is there or not. If it is there, then I would say that yes, this test case is a pass. Again, this is a generic idea. It all depends upon your project, right? Now let's go on to the next test case, which says this one is the next test case, PGTC 102. The title says validate the company logo and the verbiage is configured as expected on the payment page. Cool. So it says the company logo and the heading has to be verified, right? So if you see, this is the heading. I mean, this is the logo, and if you see, this is the logo. I mean, the image of the logo and all the verbiage. So you have to verify that you're on the correct website. I mean, this same thing applies to any e-commerce website or any website for that matter. You have to verify that the logo and the verbiage of the brand related things is coming correctly or not. It is very important, right? That is that. And then talking about the third test case, which says validate the credit card number is masked. So this is very important because usually the credit card numbers are not masked. So what I'll do is I'll simply go ahead and again, when I validate whether the credit card number is masked or not, what does it mean? It means that when I'm entering the credit card, the number should not display on the screen. Now you one might question that why so. I mean, if I am the one who is entering the data in the credit card, right? And I am the one who is watching it, then what is the problem? So the case is that in case of black hat hackers, what they do is they take a control of your screen. So when you enter the number, they are able to see the entire number, and that creates a big security issue, right? So you have to validate that the numbers or all the numbers of the card should not be visible, right? So I'll select credit card or debit card. Okay, and it is taking some time. So I'm here. When I enter card number, let's suppose if I enter 41111111111. This is a test card, so don't try to do it at your end. And okay, I'm sorry, it requires four more ones. Yeah. So in this case, this particular card number is a test case. It's a test card which is used for testing purposes, and maybe you can make a note of it when you are testing it in your QA sandbox or in your project. This number always helps because this is a very common and a very frequently used test card number. So if you see, this is not masked. Now I am not saying that this is a bug on Amazon, but this is a test case that came into my mind. Right now, you have to understand one thing, that when you're testing, I mean, the test cases can be infinite which come into your mind, right? But not every test case is a valid one. It depends upon the project requirement, right? So maybe the Amazon stakeholders think that the credit card need not be masked because their security system is so strong, right? So that doesn't mean that this test case is right and the system is wrong. No, it all depends upon the requirements. Your test cases have to be in tandem or in sync with the requirement, right? So this is the third test case. All in all, the motive is to make you understand how to think about test cases, how to design them, right? So you see the sheet here, all the details are here. Cool. Now I have just I mean, my intent here is to give you an idea of what are these test cases, how to think around them, and how to test them practically. So now a task for you: you come up with a couple of more UI UX oriented test cases for me, and comment them, and then I'll separately reply to each and every test case with my suggestions and with my feedback on it. But don't worry, you need not give me the test steps, just this test case title or the test case heading would do. That will be all, right? So I hope that this video was informative, and you did learn something today. And of course, to people who did request us to create these test cases on some different scenarios are satisfied now. And stay tuned, we'll be creating more videos. And yeah, see you soon. Thank you.